Hello, I'm Ben Mensch, the Volunteer Manager at the Food Bank for Larimer County. This is Module 1 of Link2Feed training, Logging In. Link2Feed is the Food Bank's client intake database. Before we get started, here are a few things we'll be talking about. Link2Feed has a test site that you can practice on. None of the data that you put into the test site will matter. Play around with it as much as you like. Then we have the live site for our real client data. The live site should only be used for inputting actual client information. In the interest of data security, the live site is only accessible from a food bank computer. Let's get started. Please open Chrome or Firefox. Link2Feed will not work on other internet browsers. If you are working on the live site, it will already be open on the intake computer. If you're practicing at the food bank or at home, go to the test site, test-accounts.link2feed.com. Next, enter your email address. Use the email address where you currently receive emails from me. If this is your first time logging into Link2Feed or your first time on the live site, your password is Link2Feed! That's with a capital L, number 2, capital F, and with the exclamation point. You will be prompted to enter a new password of your choice. It must be at least 8 characters, have an uppercase letter, a lowercase letter, a number, and a special character. And then you have to be able to type it in again the same way. If you've already set your password, enter it here. If you've forgotten it, you can hit the I forgot my password button, and a reset link will go to your email. If you have any problems with this, please ask your volunteer supervisor for help. If this is your first time on the test site or your first time on the live site, you need to agree to the end user license agreement. Feel free to read it if you dare. Please check the box and click on Agree. If you are on the live site, you may be prompted for an authentication code. Although this is rare, this must be entered by a staff member. If you have access to multiple sites, for example, if you volunteer at Loveland Food Share and a mobile pantry, you'll be prompted to select the organization you are logging into. Click on the drop-down arrow and select your location, and then click Continue. If you select the wrong location, you can change this later by clicking on the switcher, which looks like a dot with 3 roots in the upper right. You can always check to make sure you have selected your current location in the upper left. Click on the green Client Intake button. We don't use the other applications. When your shift is over, or whenever someone else will be using your computer, log out by clicking on your name in the upper right and selecting Log Out. Please remember to log out when you leave.